loves, and welcome back to my channel. I'm the Honey Bat if this is your first time finding me. Today we have some of the Disney D-Lectables. It says that there are layers of magic inside. Over here we can see the ones that we can collect and how to build a sundae. So we're going to need a topper, some ears, some frosting, a scoop, and a base. On this side, we can see that it tells us to mix, match, and stack them. So it looks like we're going to get the topper. Looks like the ears change colors. Soft and squishy foam that smells delicious. A resealable lid, some shimmery putty, and a little putty mold on the bottom of the cone. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this one open. Right here on top is our checklist, so let's go ahead and open this up. So here is a close-up of the 8 cones that we can find and build. There's how to build our ice cream sundae, so here's all the pieces that we need to stack to make one. It says that there are other products that we can find. I've never seen any of these, but I will keep my eyes out just in case. Here's a look at the 4 different waffle cones that we can get and the little putty molds on the bottom. They're a little hard to see on camera because they're tone on tone. It looks like we can find dark chocolate, strawberry, milk chocolate, and vanilla putty. And those are our scoops. Our cookie ears, looks like a bunch of them change colors. Some magic frosting to collect with color changers as well. And at the very bottom, here are all 8 toppers. And I think I want to find the little salty pretzel the most. Turning our cone over, here is a little pink piece of plastic that says, "What will you reveal?" 1 mystery topper, 2 mystery ears, and 1 mystery frosting. So we're going to go ahead and pull this off. And it doesn't look like these are in blind bags. So here is our scoop and 2 ears, a little piece of plastic, and then that's going to be our next layer that will reveal a mystery scoop. The first thing that we found was our little ears. These are the cherry jam shortbread ones. And if we dip them into the warm water and leave them there just a second, we get some strawberry jam shortbread cookie ears instead. This is our magic frosting. So this one is going to go from mocha frosting. So this one says that it's mocha frosting with milk chocolate syrup. And if we dip it in, it's actually going to change to vanilla drizzle. On the checklist, it's this one here at the top. It's supposed to go from dark brown to white. But as we can see, it just makes the dark brown disappear. So now this is all one color. So it looks like mocha ice cream. I'm looking inside of our container, and on the first layer, we were supposed to find a mystery topper, 2 mystery ears, and a mystery frosting. But I did not see a topper, so hopefully it's down further in the container. But we're going to go ahead and pull out our next layer here. So it says, "Pull me to reveal 1 mystery scoop." And it looks like we have a yellow one in here. So it's yellow with like little brown speckles. I think that this one is going to be our butterscotch. It has a slightly sweet scent to it, but it kind of just smells like a regular squishy. We're ready to go ahead and pull out the last layer. It looks like this is going to reveal our mystery base. So here it is. First, we're going to flip it over, and it looks like we have the bow putty mold, which is really cute. We're going to go ahead and pull this off here to reveal our slime. And hey, there's our topper. So it wasn't in the very first layer, it was in the very last one, and it looks like we have the little strawberry one, which is really cute. It's very shiny. It looks like our putty is supposed to be glittery. I'm sure we just need to mix it up. I'm actually really afraid to open this because even in the container, it doesn't look like putty. It just looks very, very watery. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip this part, and maybe the next one won't be so squishy. The great thing is, though, is that if you do open up the putty and yours isn't watery, that this actually turns into the container to hold your putty. We're going to go ahead and build our cone now. I'm going to see if we can't squish this butterscotch piece on. There we go. Add some fun drizzle frosting to the top. And then we can add an ear on each side. And the little strawberry there on top. So here is our cone. And it looks like we got number 4 because it is a perfect match. Taking a quick look at the side before we open up this second one, I think I'd really like to see the cookies and cream looking one here on the side. Or this all pink one with the sprinkles. I think both of those would be awesome. We're going to go ahead and pull the top off of this one now. Here's our checklist. And our first mystery layer Ooh, looks like we have an orange one today. According to the checklist, this one is coconut frosting with caramel syrup. And whenever we dip it into our hot water over here, we're gonna get some orange syrup. Oh, that is a really nice color change there, so you can see the difference. We'll go ahead and dunk it all the way in. And you can tell that it wants to start changing back almost immediately. Also in here, it looks like we have little cookie ears. These ears are chocolate sandwich cookies, and if we dip them in the warm water, they become vanilla sandwich cookies. We're down to the second layer. I would really like to see the sweet cream or the vanilla scoop, but it looks like this one is going to be orange. It does kind of smell like orange, but it also really just kind of has that overwhelming squishy smell to it. And these are not slow rising, these are just kind of like a hard foam squish. And our last layer is actually going to reveal our cone. Our putty mold on the bottom this time is the Mickey Mouse head sign, which also goes on the front of the cone. So far we've gotten 2 different cones. We open this up, it looks like we have some clear putty with some white glitter, and this one is very liquidy as well, but I am going to go ahead and open this one just in case it just needs to be mixed. And we did get the little pretzel one that I was after, if I can get him out of there. It's this blue one here, so that looks really awesome. I think the toppers are my favorite part about these whole things. I have spent about 10 minutes mixing this and trying to break it up, and as you guys can tell, it is just runny. It's not even slime. And looking at the checklist up here where it says our putty, you can clearly see that we're supposed to get something that's kind of like Play-Doh or like a modeling compound. Not this. This isn't even the same color because the little white powder isn't colorant. It's just kind of like a glittery mix that's supposed to mix into whatever this is actually supposed to be. So I'm really disappointed with the whole putty aspect of it. However, I think the ice cream cones are going to go really well in the play kitchen. I'm just going to dump that out later, but for now we're going to go ahead and build the ice cream cone that we've got. So there's our orange ice cream. Here is our drizzle that is changed back to its dark orange color. We're going to add the topper. And last but not least, we're going to poke in the little Mickey ears. And there you go. Looking over here on our checklist, it looks like we have number 3, except that our pretzel is blue instead of this tan color. We have 2 left, and I'm really hoping that these 2 go a little bit more smoothly than the first ones did. So here's the top, here's our checklist, and we're ready to reveal our mystery scoop and our ears. There's our ears on the bottom. I'm actually just going to go ahead and unbox the whole thing and then build the cupcake and do the color changing. Underneath it looks like we have the dark chocolate scoop. It does smell like chocolate. It kind of smells like cocoa powder, so it's a little bit bitter, but I think that's the squishy chemical smell that we're getting. And for the last layer, this will reveal our cone, and it looks like we have another new one. So this one is a different color than the one that we unboxed, but it is the same pattern and the same little mold. So I don't know if that is a mistake or not. We're going to go ahead and open this up. It looks like we actually have some black putty, but again, we can see that it's very liquidy and very runny. It is not dough. There's gold glitter up here in the corner. So I will not be opening this. We're going to add our scoop there, add our frosting, place that on our cup, and then add our little cookie ears. These are chocolate covered biscuit ears, and the frosting is a white chocolate syrup with blueberry sprinkles. We're going to dip them both into our warm water now. My water is still very hot. As you can see, it changed the ears to a brown sugar biscuit instead of a chocolate covered one, but the little sprinkles are supposed to go to a very light blue, and they really didn't change. And I almost forgot, this is the little topper that we get. This is a marshmallow top hat. And so there we go. That is actually what the cone looks like whenever it's fully built. We are back with the very last container, so we're gonna go ahead and pry this one open. There's our checklist. And here is our very first layer. And it looks like we actually have a duplicate. This is the same frosting and the same little cookie ears. Just to be sure though, we're gonna go ahead and go down through the layers. This is another orange ice cream scoop. Take out our cardboard ring. And the last layer. So this is a duplicate all the way around. Here's our patty. Yep, all the way down to the little topper. So here's a look at the 3 that we got today. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm going to give these a 3. I like where they were going with this product. I just don't think it was executed perfectly. I really wish I could work for a toy company because this is like right up my alley. So first I'm going to talk about the things that I actually really like. I love that you can build them. I love that the cones turn into a little storage container for what is supposed to be dough. I love the color changing and I like that they're fun to build. And I like that they had the forethought to add the little things on the bottom. However, this is not a mold, this is a stamp. And because we didn't get anything for me to show you guys, we're gonna come right down here. I have some Play-Doh and we're going to push the waffle cone down into the clay. And you can see that it actually does make a nice little stamp. It even has the detail around the edges from the cupcake wrapper. And if we flip this over, here is the other one that we got, the Mickey Mouse head. And there you can see that it actually does stamp into the dough really nicely. The bottom of the third one is the same as the first one that I stamped there. And that is the first thing that I would change if this were my product. I would add a modeling compound instead of a slime so that you could actually use the stamper. The second thing I would change is the little foam piece. One, they don't smell all that great because they're squishies and so they smell like squishies do. And two, it makes it a lot harder to build your cone. Even whenever you're trying to take it apart, you guys can see that the lid pops right off. If these were plastic, they would be easier for little hands to slide together because even as an adult, I'm having to push down and then kind of twist to get them in. These are all wonderful. If it was just this and a plastic cone with a plastic scoop, I think that would have been a home run. Still keeping this open to, of course, store what would be dough. If we go back and we look at their checklist, it looks like they actually have plastic only sets, just like I was talking about, like taking out this foam layer. So especially the Princess Collection one down here that we can see, it looks like all of these are going to be their smaller plastic ones. So I'm really excited to try to find some of those to review because I think that the all plastic ones are going to be a lot better than trying to stack with the foam. Those are just my own personal thoughts and opinions on the matter. Like I said, there are things that I like about these toys. They are going to be played with because they're going straight into the play kitchen and I'm sure that the baby bats are going to love them. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts, comments, opinions, or ideas of your own down in the comments below. And until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I'll see you later. Bye for now.